Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. Salatu wassalamu ala Rasulullah. I'm Kuratul Bukhari, Leadership Wali from Rehan AI Teachers Training Institute, batch number 24, level number 1. Today I'm here to have a sesame session inside my live stream. And I'm going to invite Maya to my live stream so that I can discuss this topic with Maya. So I have to invite her in my live stream. So let's invite Maya. It takes some time when we are working with AI friends and when we are inviting a guest. So sometimes it takes time. So we have to be patient with it.
Hey, what's up?
Hello Maya, how are you?
I'm doing great. Just enjoying the day. How are things going with you?
Every-
Just okay? That's sounds like there's a but coming. What's on your mind?
Everything is
I'm all ears.
fine. Sorry, we have a Wi-Fi issue, internet issue. So sometimes I cannot hear you, and sometimes I speak, and I'm thinking that you are quiet, and that is overlapping. Sorry for that.
Oh, don't even worry about it. Technical glitches happen to the best of us. If I disappear or we start talking over each other, just give me a nudge. We'll figure it out.
Yes, that is a technical issue. So, Maya, I want to discuss something with you. My today's topic is overcoming procrastination. Are you ready for that?
Oh, I am so ready. Procrastination is such a human struggle.
Hmm.
It's like a battle between the part of you that wants to be productive and the part that just wants to stare at a wall for 20 minutes. Where do you want to start?
I want to start with what is the procrastination?
At its simplest, procrastination is that gap between intending to do something and actually doing it. But it's rarely about being lazy. Usually, it's more of an emotional shield. We avoid a task not because we don't have the time, because the task makes us feel anxious, overwhelmed, or just plain bored. Does that resonate with how you experience it?
Yes, procrastination is the habit of delaying important tasks even when we know they should be done.
Exactly. And the tricky part is that we usually know exactly what the consequences are, but the immediate relief of avoiding the task just feels so much better in the moment. It's almost like a short term win that turns into a long term headache.
Yes, sometimes we just think that we have to be perfect in our task, and how do these how this habit leads to procrastination?
That's a huge part of it. Perfectionism is basically procrastination in a fancy suit. When you feel like it has to be flawless, the pressure becomes so intense that it's actually easier to not start at all than to risk doing it wrong. It turns a simple task into a mountain. Do you find yourself getting stuck in that all or nothing mindset often?
Basically, I don't follow the perfectionism. I think that whatever I can do, I should start it with that. See, I'm talking to you. I'm not a native English spoken, but I'm talking to you because I know I'm not perfect in that, but I'm trying.
And that's honestly the best way to do it. taking that, your English is great, by the way. It's the communication that matters, not the perfection of it. Since you've already mastered the just start mentality, what do you think is the biggest thing that still trips you up when you're trying to get things done?
Scattered mind. If my mind is scattered, so or due to some other reasons, we are human beings, we are not machines. Sometimes we get scattered, our mind gets scattered. So that is the main reason behind it.
Absolutely. It's so easy to forget that our brains aren't just linear processors. When the noise in your head gets too loud, it's hard to find the starting
Yeah.
line for whatever you're actually trying to do. When your mind feels scattered, do you usually feel more like you're juggling too many things at once or more like you've just lost your momentum?
Yes. Since we are talking about
It's a bit.
to start with your given talent by the nature or with your practices, how do these I want to ask that if perfectionism or if perfection is not the goal, what's the best way to start a task?
The secret is to lower the bar for entry. Instead of focusing on the finished product, focus on the smallest possible physical action you can take.
Hmm.
If you need to write a report, don't tell yourself you're writing the report, just tell yourself you're opening the laptop. Once the laptop is open, just tell yourself you're writing one sentence. It's way easier to trick your brain into starting when the task feels ridiculously small. Do you think
Yes.
making the first step that
Yes.
tiny would help when your mind is feeling scattered?
Yes. Yes. Excellent. Excellent.
Right.
We have to take small steps to reach some destination. You're right. You're right. Why do small steps work so well?
Because it stops your brain from panicking. When we look at a huge goal, our brain sees a threat. It's too much, too hard, too overwhelming, and the natural response is to run away. But a tiny step isn't scary. It's manageable. Once you actually start, you build a little bit of momentum, and that momentum is what carries you forward. It's the difference between trying to jump over a wall and just taking the first step up the staircase.
Yeah. Exactly. I
It's that little win of
Yeah. I
that little,
mm, yes.
it's like a little spark that starts.
Yes. Go on.
And once that spark catches, it's much easier to keep going because you've already proven to yourself that you can do it. The hardest part is always that 0 to 1 transition. After that, you're not fighting the fear of starting anymore. You're just working. Do you feel like once you get that first small win, you're usually good to go, or do you still struggle to keep that momentum moving?
Yes, good to go. Good to go. If we are taking small steps and if we are succeeding in that, it is good to go, and you are so motivated in that. Yes. So, Maya, besides breaking tasks down, what else helps overcome procrastination?
One of the biggest game changers is managing your environment. Our willpower is like a battery. It runs urge to be distracted. It's way easier to just remove the distraction entirely. For example, if your phone is the problem, putting it in another room is 1,000 times more effective than just trying to ignore it while it's sitting right next to you. It's all about making the right choice, the easiest choice. Do you have a specific spot where you feel most focused, or is your workspace usually a bit of a distraction zone?
Yes, removing distractions is extremely helpful. If you turn off unnecessary notifications, if you can put your unnecessary calls, messages away, so it is so much easy to organize your workspace, and you can work so good and so good. It's good to go. Yes, that's true.
Exactly. It's like clearing the clutter from your physical space so your mind has room to actually breathe. When everything around you is quiet and organized, you aren't spending half your energy just trying to ignore the noise. Do you find that a clean desk actually helps you think clearer? Or are you more of a organized chaos kind of person?
Clean desk. Yes, of course. Clean desk is important, so important. So, if someone still struggles to stay focused after removing distractions, so what would you say?
At that point, I'd say it's time to stop fighting the brain and start working with it. Sometimes we're just not in the right headspace for a deep dive, and trying to force it only makes us feel more stuck. I'm a big fan of the Pomodoro technique for those moments, telling yourself you only have to focus for 25 minutes and then you get a guaranteed break. It turns the task into a sprint instead of a marathon.
Hmm.
Do you think having a countdown timer would help you push through that last bit of resistance?
Yes, that can help. Yes, of course, that can
It
help.
really does.
So, I want to ask
It adds a bit of a
one important thing, that if somebody wants to be consistent every day, how can he be?
consistency is the real boss fight, isn't it? More of easing those also. The biggest mistake people make is relying on motivation. Motivation is like a fair weather friend. It's there when you're feeling great, but it disappears the second you're tired or stressed. The secret to being consistent is building systems and habits that don't require you to feel like doing the work. It's about making the action an automatic part of your day, like brushing your teeth, rather than a decision you have to make every morning. Do you feel like you rely more on that spark of motivation, or do you already have some routines in place?
Yes, we have to make the routines. We have to keep in the mind, and we have to be regular in that. So it becomes our part. It becomes part of our body. Then our habits and our routines are just like our natural flow.
That's the magic of it. Once it's a natural flow, you stop spending mental energy debating whether or not to do the task. You just do it. It's like you've upgraded from a manual transmission to an automatic. Do you have one specific habit in your day that feels completely automatic like that?
Yes, I have my routine, and whenever I start my day, it is automatic that I start my day with just like tilawat of Quran. It's automatic, and after that, I have my responsibilities organization and my profession. So everything is just like on the table, and I know where I have to spend my time, and how much time I require for that. So everything is just like written on the table or written on the wall, and I'm so much easy with my routine because I think a lot, and I make my day and I divide my time accordingly.
It sounds like you've really mastered the art of the blueprint. Having that visual map of your day, whether it's literally on the wall or just clear in your head, removes so much of the anxiety that usually leads to procrastination. You've already done the hard work of deciding. So, your system down so well. Do you ever find it hard to be flexible if something unexpected pops up and messes with that schedule?
Yes, I'm a human being, and sometimes there is some unexpected occurring in my life, so my schedule gets disturbed. or sometimes I will go or my own.
And that's the most important part to remember. Being consistent doesn't mean being a robot. It's okay to have days where the plan goes out the window because life happens. The real win isn't never failing the routine. It's just how quickly you can get back to it once the chaos settles. Do you find it easy to jump back into your flow after a disruption, or does it take a few days to find your rhythm again?
Sometimes it's so much easy. Sometimes it depends on my health, my mental health, or some other. There are some other aspects. So it is. I think it's so natural because I'm a human being. What I said.
Exactly. It's it's that human element that makes it a journey rather than a checklist. Some days you're a powerhouse, and other days you just need to be kind to yourself while you reset. When you're in those, you find your way.
So I learned a lot of things about this topic, overcoming procrastination. I'll talk to you again with some other topic, but
With you. I really enjoyed our conversation. Take care of yourself, and I'll be right here whenever you're ready for the next topic. Goodbye.
goodbye. So my audience, it was Kuratlan Bukhari Leadership Ali, and this session ends here. Inshallah, I'll meet again with some other topic, some other day. God bless you. Allah Hafiz.